a study was conducted which shows that more than 25% of U.S. home buyers are not happy with the current state that they live in, and they're looking to relocate. And the top 5 cities with the most people looking to get out of them are Los Angeles, San Francisco, Washington, D.C., Boston, and New York City. So just kind of get your quick thoughts on that, and just to see that more than 25% of people, a quarter of the population, are not happy with where they're living. They're looking to relocate.
I mean, to be just brutally honest, I'm not surprised about. The only city I'm somewhat surprised about is Boston, and maybe New York. But the only reason I say even maybe New York is because, I mean, the regulations of all those places are just terrible, man.
Right, and
like,
we also think, but like, and the reason why Boston is there's all those big cities up north and on like the West Coast, in general, was just like the prices of housing and interest rates are just skyrocketing right now. The cost of living is just getting unbearable for a lot of people in these big cities. You know,
I mean, my sister lives in Seattle, and I was just like, you can't even get a home remotely close to the city for under $1 million. Yeah. And I'm just like, how is the average person going to be able, that's not in their 50s, going to be able to buy a house?
Which the majority of people that live in the city are low-income individuals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the crazy thing, I mean, it doesn't surprise me, LA and San Francisco on the list. I mean, those places are going to shit. You know, it's just what it is. For the majority, I mean, outside of the elite and the, you know, the big tech aspects of San Francisco, like, it's just
literally the only way I think it's enjoyable to live there is if you actually have like fuck you money. Yeah. Where it's like oh, like I'm getting taxed 30%, but it doesn't matter because I made $100 million this year anyway, whatever.
Yeah, 30%.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? No, so some of them, I think in New York, some people are paying 60%.
40% federal, 30% state.
Yeah. You know, like,
which actually is interesting because the number one state that people are looking to relocate is actually Florida. So you know, people are looking to get out of all these, you know, big Sunbelt cities.
I think it comes down to the regulations. It doesn't surprise me about DC because you look at a townhome right outside of DC, it's worth $900K. It's probably gone up since I last been there because that was like a couple years ago.
It's probably been vandalized.
I mean, I look at some of my friends, you know, who live in Arlington, 2-bedroom apartment, like $2,800.
Per person?
Yeah, or just like total.
Yeah, but still.
And I'm just like, dude, like for a young college person who just is getting into the workforce anywhere close to DC, like that's tough, man. That's probably most of your paycheck right there.
It's like you try to go out at all, the commute is even worse. Like it's almost like you have to go live in the city. Yeah. But I mean, yeah, Florida for the win.